converted that into Ugandan money, or they have stolen the money, or they have printed the money in dollars and then transferred that into containers, and then what they did is they exported those dollars to Uganda, and we don't know the reason why they have done it. So, and the government is saying that they have not stolen, but we have the proof, and the Sri Lankan Airways is telling that they have transferred some money from Sri Lanka to Uganda. So clearly, we need to know what's going on. The mystery should be solved from Uganda, because Uganda is a country that is that is what can I say about Uganda? I have not read about Uganda, but I have many friends from Uganda, and I have studied with Ugandans. So what I can say from them, they are very smart, and they're very truthful, and they're very powerful people, and very built people who can fight any army, and who is very determined to do work for their country. So, but the sad story that I am hearing is that it's full of corruption. So the reason for corruption that we don't know. And recently I read an article that some countries have captured Uganda for money laundering as well. So I don't know anything about Uganda. I'm just speaking about Sri Lanka. So why did our presidents deposit money in Uganda? And what are the assets that they have acquired? And what are the assets that they have acquired? And where have they kept these 3 containers of money in Uganda? Have they dug deep down and hidden that on the ground? We don't know. We don't have any clues as to where this money is kept, because Uganda is a very big country than Sri Lanka. So I may like to ask the international, please help us to find the money. The president is giving a challenge for around some days that we cannot capture the fraud that is that he has committed, that he has committed no fraud, and even if he had committed, we can't catch fraud. So how are we going to go forward with this? So we need help from Uganda. We need help from Ugandan people to know what's exactly going. We need help from Ugandan media to know what exactly our presidents have done, and why your country's economy has risen for around few years, and whose money are they using? Is it Sri Lankan money? So because our people are very hardworking people, as you know, they are protesting. Millions and millions of people are accumulating there. They are they're fighting for the country, actually, because now our economy is drifted, and another few days in time, what we'll do is we'll suffer of hunger, and maybe a few of us might die. So that is the reason we just need to know where our money has gone, because we want to utilize that money into our economy. So how are we going to do that without your help? So what I'm asking is, like, the very okay, I'll put in point form. I have not prepared for this page, but I can put it in point form because it's in my head. So first thing that I need to know is where have our presidents utilized our hard-earned money? Because we've been working for our flesh. We've been using our flesh and blood to work for our country for a very small salary. So actually it's a sin if the Ugandan president has utilized our money, converting into a Rajapaksa account, and utilized it in his economy. So that is actually a sin, because people are suffering, as you know, and they are not very rich like Ugandans or built like Ugandans. So you can have a visit and see how many people are suffering now, because loads and loads of people are gathered, and they are not those of high class, they are just middle class and middle class lower people, because they feel hunger and they feel terribly terribly displaced, and they feel that they don't have a future for their children, and their future is grabbed now for days, and the government is not concerning about anything. So that's the reason we want to know. So if this tyranny is done, this tyranny can be done to Uganda as well. They can just withdraw the money at any moment. You can't trust, because they have fooled Sri Lankans. So it's easy for them to fool Ugandans also. How can they lie? They are saying that they have not stolen even $1 from our economy. And we, right in front of our eyes, we see they were buying jets, they were buying articraft, they were buying antiques, they were buying expensive clothes, and they were touring, and they have their private jets, and they have made the Araliya Gahamandira, that means the president's house, luxuriously with gold toilet balls or something like that. This was revealed in 2014 when they lost the election. But now we see is another picture of some tyranny going between Uganda and Sri Lanka with dollars, and the containers is in dollars. Now in here also the government has published a lot of notes, and that's the reason, notes means money notes, and that's the reason our economy drifted away from us. So we need a clear answer as to where this money had gone, and we need your help to restrict these accounts or freeze these accounts, and to know the truth of what happened to the money. Where is it? Is it in the ground, or is it in the sky, or is it in the sea, or where have they hidden in Uganda, or maybe they transferred to Sudan hospital? We don't know. So we need to know now the facts. So you have to help us, because this thing can happen to your country in future. They can transfer Ugandan economy into Sri Lankan economy money. So they can play anything. So this should not happen to Uganda or to Sri Lanka. This is why I am concerned about. So I need the help of Uganda. I need the help of Ugandan, any minister or the media or anybody, to know about this tyranny of these people, and how we can catch these accounts, and where, in which name have they hidden. Because there are a lot of artists here, and they can create identities, they can create anything, and they can just transfer the money to Ugandans as well. So we need to know. They can backdate, they can forward date, they can do anything, because they are in power. But I need to have a fully recovered report of what these people have done with our Sri Lankan economy and money. So for that we need your help, and you should give us the help with proof. And if you can, just freeze their accounts. Don't let them to get away, because they have done so much of illegal things and got away, and the law was bending towards them. Now it's bending towards the protesters. So thank you.
Esanji zino buli kimu kikyuse engeri gye tuwangaalamu n'enkola y'ebintu. Ebiseera bino kaabuyonjo y'ekika kya biodigester septic system yeriko olw'emigaso emingi gy'erina ate nga kikalubiriza bulamu. Ffe abakato Accra Construction Services tukwanjulira Accra Biodigester Septic Tank. Tuli bakafulu mukola kaabuyonjo ez'ekika kya biodigester ez'omulembe, tewunya tenuunwamu, ate ng'okuzimbibwa etwala ekifo kitono ddala fuuti 3 ku 3. Ab'amaka, amasomero, hotels, amalwaliro n'ebifo ebirala mukolagane naffe tubakolere kaabuyonjo eya Accra Biodigester Septic Tank. Anti yeriko kato Accra Construction Services tukola ne general construction, omuli okuzimba amayumba mu bika byonna, okukola finishing ng'okusiba tiles ne painting. Tukola plumbing services, kusana okuba pulani z'amayumba. Tusangibwa Nalukolongo ku kizimbe ky'Amakanga level 2, essimu noti 757 noti 5 anamunya noti oba noti 772 noti 94 24. Kato Accra Construction Services, Zimba Uganda.